All right, let's get this show started.
In today's news, Conor McGregor returns to sparring. McGregor has posted footage of his first sparring session after recovering from a broken toe that forced him out of UFC 303 back in June. The fight against Michael Chandler will probably happen at the end of this year or in early 2025.
Two minutes left. Time. 9 seconds. Ooh. Time.
Sean O'Malley thinks he's very close to surpassing Conor McGregor as the UFC's biggest star. At Noche UFC's media day, Sean O'Malley said he could pass the Notorious's star power soon. Sugar added that he may skyrocket past the Irishman if Conor loses his next fight.
Saturday night, how close do you think you are to getting to that level of star power?
Yeah. I think I'm very close. I think Conor's still got one more big fight in him because there's a big question mark. Like, what can Conor come back? Can he actually beat Chandler? So I think Conor's got one more huge fight in him. He goes out there and loses his next fight, it'll be like 6 in a row or something. It's got to die down eventually. Maybe not. That just tests how big of a star he is. But I would assume he goes out there. If he loses, I'm there. I'm the guy. I'm the number one.
O'Malley also fired off shots at his opponent, Masvidal, addressing his quote-unquote stupidity.
Fundamental errors in what he's putting out there.
A little bit of both. Mostly stupidity. I mean, the dude jumped. He didn't know what ice was. He jumped. He didn't know if water got cold and that cold that it turns to ice. He jumped in ice onto his head. So I mean, that's the person we're talking about.
Nick Diaz vs. Tony Ferguson is in the works for UFC 311. It seems like nearly everybody is begging Ferguson to hang up the gloves, yet El Cucuy is not done just yet. On Monday, multiple reports came out that come UFC 311 in January, we could see Ferguson square off against Nick Diaz, another fighter who is not ready to retire. Diaz hasn't fought since 2021, and before that, he spent 5 long years suspended from marijuana use. That means Nick has fought just once in nearly 9 years. What do you guys make of this matchup? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Raul Rosas Jr. plans to retire at age 25. Rosas Jr. will make a return this weekend facing Aori Kaleng on the early preliminary card of UFC 306. Speaking to ESPN MMA's Brett Okamoto a few days ahead of the bout, Rosas revealed he's planning on breaking Jon Jones' record as the promotion's youngest champion. He says that once he earns the belt, he plans on defending it multiple times before retiring at 25 years old.
I just want to accomplish my dreams, which is to become the youngest UFC champion, have the belt, defend the belt a few times, and probably retire. So hopefully by 25 years old, my career is all said and done, and I'm able to enjoy time with my family and whatever I decide to do. I feel like I'm right on track. I feel like right now this is my opportunity. This fight this Saturday is going to put me in a very good spot with 4 wins in the UFC and 4 finishes. So right now I'm focused on that, and whatever comes next, I'm going to be ready.
Raul also stated that if he wins Saturday night, he wants somebody from the top 15 next.
Not yet for the title, but like after this fight, I think I'm able to get a big name and maybe a top 15 or a good name, a good test. Don't get me wrong, this Saturday, people don't really know him, but it's a good test for me. He's good at what he does. I think it's a step up in competition, so I'm excited to go out there and pass the test this time. So I think that's going to put me in a good spot.
Dana White offers $25K for finding Easter eggs at Noche UFC. During Wednesday's UFC 306 Media Day, the UFC president disclosed that the Noche UFC 306 broadcast would feature hidden Easter eggs placed throughout the event, with a lucrative prize awarded to the individual who finds them all.
And the fight will live inside this world. And the world will evolve while the fights are going on, but it'll be very subtle. Clouds will move, fires will burn, birds will fly, or whatever the hell's going on in that world at that time, and it will slowly evolve during the fight. There are also going to be Easter eggs in each one of these films. And we're working it out with legal right now. But what I want to do, if somebody can find all the Easter eggs, they'll give you $25,000.
Dana also revealed his goal is to be nominated for an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Grammy for Noche UFC at the Sphere.
So my goal in this thing is to be nominated for an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Grammy. So yes, there will be a documentary.
Dana was also asked about Jorge Masvidal's return to the UFC, saying, "That is interesting. We'll see."
And last one from me, Jorge Masvidal says he wants to come back to the UFC. Just curious if you guys have an interest in bringing Jorge back and if we'll see him fight again.
That is interesting. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah.
Fans are worried for Brian Ortega after new photo emerges. Ortega is set to face Diego Lopez at Saturday's UFC 306 event. Now, just a few days ahead of the event, new footage has emerged showing off Ortega's current physique. In the eyes of all, Brian's body is not looking like he's in the best shape of his life, especially compared to some of his old photos. Fans are worried that Ortega is not prepared for Saturday's bout. One fan said, "Brian Ortega is not making 145. Brian Ortega ahead of the biggest fight of his career, #Noche UFC. Bro has been eating too many cheeseburgers. Man's given up. Looks like he ain't gonna make weight again. Shorts look like shit, and why he got that Jamal Hill build? Lopez in one. Why is he built like Ben Askren? Put the house on Lopez. Soft." During UFC 306's Media Day, Ortega confirmed he still plans on moving up to lightweight after Noche UFC.
And then after this, I mean, is it still lightweight on the mind? I know you had some ideas of some fights up there that you're interested in. Is that still the goal?
1,000%. 1,000%. Because, you know, you got Volk fighting in October. Sorry, Volk. You have Tuporia and Max fighting in October. Then after that, you have whatever date they decide on next year to fight. And then, so it's like a line to fight for the belt. And depending on how this fight goes this weekend is going to determine whether the fans believe that I deserve another shot or not. But either or, my goal is to stay busy. And if there's nothing for me in the featherweight division, then I'll move up.
It's time for today's top memes. Third place was found over on Reddit and was posted by Ambitious Party. Second place meme was found over on Reddit and was posted by Lala OFC. And the top pick was found over on Instagram and was posted by UFC Snippets.
John Jones is a whole nother. I consider John Jones the greatest combat fighter of all time.
Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.